Hey everybody, Joshua Bicker here, CEO and co-founder of the Harvesters Group, Automotive Digital Marketing. And I was going to share with you today, just real quick, the three tracking or I would say touch points in the automotive consumer buying journey. Some of you are familiar with some of these, but what I'm going to share with you today is actually from an interview with the CEO of Calvin Klein. And she was being interviewed by Bethany Poole. She's the editor-in-chief of Think with Google. And you say, well, what does Calvin Klein have to do with the automotive industry? Well, what you're about to hear in these 3 points, it's the standard across every industry. And what I'm going to do also is when I hit these 3 points real quick, I'm going to explain within those, I'll give you a little icing on the cake, how the Harvesters Group, how we've been able to, well, in 2018, we helped the automotive group to their most profitable year in nearly their 25 years in business, and how we helped a Kia store to a 147% new and used car sales increase year over year. And just in new units alone, we had 212 more, and we didn't start with them till May of 2018. So I'm gonna show you how we have been using these. The Harvesters Group have been using these touch points the last 2.5 years, and just kind of and we continue to learn when it comes to this machine learning and continue to implement it. And it's not like we're just helping our automotive dealerships, our clients to succeed. We're dominating, and I say that humbly, but it's just the truth. It is what it is. And it's interesting too that the title of their little interview was called "The End of Digital Marketing," and I really want to impress upon dealership owners and general managers out there when we're talking about the end of digital marketing. It was neat how they the CEO of Calvin Klein, when she finally said, yeah, I don't think we should use that term anymore, because now it's just, this is marketing. And if you're not there as an automotive dealership at this point, you're so far behind, it's incredible. And I'm not trying to scare you, it is what it is. And so you'll see here in these touch points also, and then as I explain what we do for our clients, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. You don't have to be a genius to understand some of this stuff, but I guarantee you this is well worth your time. Number one, when it comes to these tracking points, from these are the 3 consumer touch points in the automotive industry or any industry, and I would say a lot of it is even more profound in the automotive industry. But number 1 is the discovery phase, research phase, and most of us know this, where the customer researches online, buys offline, and up to 50% of customer behavior is doing pre-purchase research. And I would venture to say in the automotive industry, since it's such a big ticket item, it's more than 50%. And what we do is, and just think about that for a quick second, 50% of your customer's time is spent online doing research. So 2.5 years ago, I was thinking, okay, so what if I get them online then, and what would that look like if I kind of captured them in the middle of their research and then began the whole process? And of course, it's worked incredibly well. And to put it, I would say bluntly, I have no competition. Like I said, the automotive industry is so far behind in this. We don't have, as a matter of fact, our slogan is, in order to truly dominate in the automotive industry today, you must learn to play on a field that your competitors don't know they're playing on, or even better, a field they don't know exists. And that's what we spend our time doing for our clients. We play on fields that our competitors, for the most part, don't even know exist. And if they do know, they don't know it in detail. But in this, so we help our clients to get these consumers when they're in their research phase. And number 2 is peer-to-peer, and it's always been important. but it's especially important now when it comes to social media, and people can give you a 4 or 5 star, whatever it is. But peer-to-peer, a customer will build trust in brands that are suggested by their peers. And this is a neat opportunity for dealerships out there. When it comes to peer-to-peer and even the whole research journey for the consumer, this is the opportunity not only to where you can steal your competitors' clients, but you can also steal a lot of conquest. This is where, if you're at a Chevy dealership, someone's online looking for, a Ford Explorer or something. This is where when you can meet them out there during that process, and then through just incredible content marketing to them, they'll end up buying a Chevy. And like I said, for 2.5 years, I've got to see it, not only see it work, but also to continue to make it even better for our clients. And then number 3, consumers want to buy everywhere and anywhere. 50% of retail sales are digitally influenced. And what that means to me as well, just what I was just now saying, they want to buy everywhere, anywhere. We all know it's hard to get brand loyalty nowadays. Well, once again, we can look at that like, nobody's loyal. Or we can look at it like, you know what? Nobody's loyal. So let's get them. And when you put this whole thing together here, when 50% of the time people are out there researching online, when you can be out there, grab their attention with like I said, awesome content, and then you can sway them to come buy your brand. And there's a lot of work that goes into it, but at the same time, like I said, right now the automotive industry is so far behind. We have no competition, and you guys, it's not one of those things where you say, hey, well, let's start doing Google ads. It's not just about throwing ads out there. It's not just about doing lots of stuff. I mean, there's a process here, but when that process is implemented, it is gold. It is gold. And once it's implemented, you have to continually. One of the questions in there was how to keep the consumer engaged. And that CEO said digital content optimization. And this is just for you guys to know. And what I'm going to do too here in just a second is to tell you what you can do at this point as a dealership. But digital content optimization, and she said continually optimize online content as consumer buying habits change. So what I'm trying to do is help the dealership owner and the general manager understand, look, I know the business. We want it one and done. We want it now. That's not how it is anymore. You have to sit down and say, hey, we're going to actually commit to this. We're going to commit to this strategy. We're going to commit to not only to the strategy of online digital marketing and content marketing, but we're going to perfect it. And just to be honest with you, if you're not in the digital game right now, this CEO is saying, yeah, let's get past the whole digital marketing phase and let's just say, call it what it is. It's marketing. So now it's going to another level. So in the midst of all of this, you guys, what you have to do as a dealership, as a general manager, get your team together and say, hey, what does this look like? Because we're going to have to commit to this. And one of the things that we've been able to do, matter of fact, my Kia client, we went in the first 3 weeks and cut over $17,000 in their ad spend budget. And with that, we're able to show them and you, what's so, I think the satisfaction I get in this is walking into these dealerships saying, and letting them see, hey, you have most everything already set in place. You have the technology, the CRM. You have it all set in place to do what you need to do to be successful. But now you just need to be shown basically how to do it. And that's what we can do. We can come in there and do it for you, or I can come in there and teach. If you've got a group of people that I can teach to, hey, this is the step-by-step process, we can do that as well. Lots of things that we can do, but I'll continue to impress upon you guys that you already have what it takes. You've got the technology, the software, you have it all, and that is where the gold is. That's where it's at. It's obviously, it's not on the car lot anymore. It's right here. And I would put it like this. When it comes to the 50% of the research and all that, and we know that now consumers don't, instead of visiting 4.6 dealerships, it's like 1.2 or 1.4 or something like that. It's because the dealerships, and there's very few out there, but the dealerships who understand this online thing, they're not only grabbing the consumer out there online, they're selling them online. And so there's no need to visit 4.6 dealerships. It's, hey, that's what I want. They've sold me. I'm going there to buy. And I hope that should make sense to you. And so anyway, that's your tips for the day. Go to theharvestersgroup.com. Contact us any way that you can. Any way we can help, we'd love to. You guys have a great day.